In Tuesday here on Rogers Television. My name is Jennifer Clark. I'm your host for the show. I'm a life coach and an evolution and energy expert, helping you tap in and tune in and turn on, really. We've got the full moon coming up on Thursday. A lot of energy sensitives feeling the wibble and the wobble of this full moon cycle. And so we're going to be doing some discussions about physical symptoms that we're experiencing. For those of you feeling a little off, again, I know it. We're in a COVID conscious society right now where every symptom seems to be, alarming. But there's a lot of energy reasons for these symptoms that I just want to put out there. Again, listen to your public health officials, do what you have to do, but certainly sort of approach it with the balanced sense of peace and calm. And of course, we're going to do oracle card readings for selected participants. We've got a few already lined up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll be doing then about 10 minutes before we end the show at 12:50. 1:50. We'll be doing group readings, 1, 2, or 3, where everyone gets to participate at the end. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, thank you so much for joining us. I can't do live readings on Facebook, but certainly you guys on Facebook can watch listen to the discussion and participate in the guided meditation and of course the group readings. All right, so full moon on Thursday, really helping us sort of really reclaim power. Really, it's still an internal. We've just finished the fall equinox a week or two ago. We're now up against a full moon, and the universe is preparing us. And again, for many people in the spiritual, cosmological community of authorship, bloggers, people like Lee Harris, who's one of the best ones speaking about these, Matt Kahn. You can visit their website and their podcasts. Again, they're suggesting that we're all getting a quantum energy uplift, right? Crystalline energy hitting us from outer space, the cosmos, however you want to perceive it, activating our cells, changing our DNA, up-leveling us, moving us into more of a crystalline matrix. The crystalline matrix requires more water, more plant-based energy, a higher level of pH, so better quality of water. Certainly work with nature, grounding, earthing, positive thinking, getting rid of heavy, dense emotions like hate, resentment, fear, anger. They vibrate low. If you want to research the work of Dr. David Hawkins, I had the pleasure of interviewing him before he passed away. One of my best interviews at CKCU I've ever done. He was hilarious, tough cookie, but really has developed the emotional matrix, the pyramid, where are you up leveling emotions which are neutral, is the balance tipping point where you can make something pivot from a negative to a positive. So you have to be neutral about an event, a thing, a situation in your mind, in your perception, your emotional and feeling side of life, in order to tip the situation into a more positive, resourceful state. Of course, love being the highest, hate being the lowest. And so there's this wonderful pyramid grid for those of us who are energy practitioners. We know it well. We've studied it. It's kind of like the sort of the Bible of the energy medicine, where you can see what emotions are you mainly feeling or thinking. What is the effort? If it's scarcity mindset, if it's fear, if it's suffering, if it's shame, if it's blame, I deserve this, I'm a bad person, I can't, that thinking is working with the energy of shame. Shame vibrates really, really low on the spectrum and only can create that sort of matching situation as a positive, as a solution. So when you want to up level, you have to really pivot. You have to really, again, for me, I ask questions like, what else is possible? How can it get any better than this? Those two questions come from access bars, which is a form of healing, a healing modality. And you can Google that yourself, research it on the internet, tons of wonderful podcasts. Take the training as I have. I think it's really great. Read their books. But certainly asking those questions when there's a negative or a challenge presented. Frankly, I do it screaming. I do it like, when I'm in the depths of it, when something really sort of took me by surprise. And it's like, wow, you get knocked off your grounding, your root, your foundation. And then, you kind of on your knees in supplication and wondering, okay, what else is possible? So there's an element of pivoting happening for the world in so many different arenas and areas. Of course, business being the first and foremost, how we earn a living, lifestyle, health, eating, how we exist in the world, of course, COVID controlling many of those restrictions. And then we've got the cosmological overlay that is saying, guys, you need an up level. You got to listen to Greta. We got to up level how we live in the world, how we are as a species, how we exist, what makes us happy. Simply put, you follow the flow. You follow the joy. What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What brings you peace? Or where are you the least annoyed or the least scared or the least, irritated or whatever the negative is? Find that space. And then, imagine yourself, what would it feel like to be happy? If you've never experienced that, you can watch a movie and go, well, that person looks happy about X, Y, and Z. Let's see how that feels in my body. Let's mimic it. So it's kind of going back to that fake it to make it attitude, where you may not have ever felt safe in your life. You may have not ever felt heard or understood fully. I know that's one of mine. And I'm a communicator. I'm out in the public all the time, but on my inner dialogue, I think I've been seen by maybe 3 people in my life, and they're not related to me. So sometimes it's not your family, and it's not people closest to you, where you've been actually seen. And so these are the themes that are kind of being brought up, I should say, by this full moon. Again, it's playing a tandem role with the equinox of the release. The 9-month, we're in the end of the month right now, but we're going into the 1 or the 10 of October, and we're starting kind of over in a sense, and we're trying to push towards sort of a quantum shift on December 21st. So December 21st, of course, is the winter solstice, and it's a really pivotal time for like all traditions, all spiritual modalities and traditions are tracking that this is a very pivotal last quarter push. And again, physical symptoms, as I mentioned before, can be a range that unfortunately mimics COVID. Again, always do listen to your health professionals, listen to the government authorities, do what you got to do to take care of yourself, but really, sort of checking in on yourself and realizing that there's a lot of energy shifts that are happening to people when they shift a thought, when they release an emotion. You can actually get a healing detox. And a healing detox mimics a cold, a flu, tummy aches, irritable sleep, irritability in general. So a lot of people are waking up at 3 in the morning right now. I have been up at 3:45 pretty much all week. When I personally do, it is the spiritual hour of meditation and potency. So I know that from my training. And so I meditate, I pray for those I love. I envision the world in a better way. I envision myself in a better way. So then I go back to bed and I kind of sleep in for a bit. Again, it's difficult. There's a lot of people not sleeping, a lot of people sleeping all day, a lot of people up all night. So again, the spectrum can swing. And I just want to point that out to you, that there's that thing called Ascension Symptoms. There's also energy flex symptoms that can mimic, health issues, the common colds, the average flu that everyone's going to get sort of, every cycle. And of course, something more serious, like a COVID situation. So there's this dance of, rational intuition that's always being at play these days, and, trusting your gut and listening to your brain and using your common sense. But also, not hitting the panic button inside, certainly go get yourself checked out, but not to panic about it, and to sort of, drink your water. Colloidal silver is a great remedy that people should research to see if it's good for them. High on zinc, magnesium, golden root, great. Turmeric, great. Again, you have to check to make sure that that's not contraindicated for you, for any of your medical. I'm not a medical doctor, so you always have to consult a health professional for your particular situation. But certainly these are the remedies, oil of oregano, gargling with salt water. A lot of people are processing a lot of mucus right now, so milk not being the best thing to have these days, or dairy products to be avoided during these times. Again, clear liquids, clear soups, that kind of thing. Not always the most enjoyable, but certainly, that lineup for the COVID test is pretty long. So you gotta wait, you don't want to be sick for no reason. And again, there always is a reason for our bodies being sick. So we just have to remind you of that from the natural health community, that the body processes toxins in a certain way for good reason. So again, always having a balanced approach, calm, inward feeling about things. Again, doing your due diligence, taking action, being responsible, but also being calm about it. So, I invite you to research David Hawkins' emotional intelligence pyramid. And again, it's quite common. You can see it on the internet all over, to see what emotional level are you at? Where are you in your own state of mind, in your own state of feeling? We call it the feeling side of life. Where are you at most days? And again, outside events can really impact you. I've had a really, really difficult last few months. In fact, I've had a difficult last 3 years. So, I've been clawing my way to every day, hoping that things can change. And again, it's maintaining sort of a minimum level of physical balance, connection to the earth, again, positive mindset, action, doing what you need to do to move forward. And like I say as a joke, if you're going to fall forward, fall in the direction you want to flow anyway, right? So full moon up on tap in a couple of days. A lot of us are feeling that for sure. And according to many, people bigger and better than me are talking about gamma rays, that there's a sort of a gamma ray download today, of all days in my show, where people are going to kind of feel it, and they might feel the wibble wobble. Again, if you're an energy sensitive, you're just going to notice something's off. You don't literally see a gamma ray coming, from the etheric realms of the cosmos, but certainly you can feel weird and wonky. And then when you kind of start to research it more on the alternative side of reasoning why, there's an interesting correlation to solar flares. There's an interesting correlation to gamma rays. Again, the outside forces impacting our planet in a way, again, serving us in a very positive way, though, serving us for our own evolution. It's not always fun, and it's not always easy, and it can be messy at times, but certainly, again, when you can ask what else is possible, how can it get any better than this? Listening to your intuition, listening to the heart. What would love do? I cannot stress this enough to my clients, to my students, and to people who watch me on social media and here on Rogers. It is about choosing love. What would quantum love do? Unconditional love. Forgiveness, compassion, tolerance, temperance. It does mean boundaries at times. It does mean saying no, thank you, but not done with force or aggression. It's peace. When you make a decision out of peace and not of fear. So if you're afraid of something, there's a trigger there. If you're afraid to talk to someone, if you're afraid to action a task, there is an element of healing there for you. It's an invitation for you to dig deeper and dive in deeper. And what is bothering me about this? It usually is shame. It is usually guilt. It is usually rejection. Some kind of fear of some form. When you're afraid of something, you have a knee-jerk reaction. If you go uh-oh about something. So just pay attention to that. Again, for those of you new to all this, it's food for thought. Read The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton would be a good starting point. The Anatomy of Spirit by Caroline Meese. These are great reference books that all of us down the rabbit hole have kind of read along the way. But at the end of the day, really be well. Again, focus on the concept of wellness in your world. Follow the flow of joy, follow the flow of peace. But avoidance is not the key either. So this is where I kind of have to challenge a few people that I know really well that are avoiding something. Again, it's a fear-based trauma response. So avoidance and being alone and being super independent is actually a trauma response. It's not actually a peaceful realization for solitude and what we call the hermit card in tarot. It's actually a defense mechanism to keep that person safe. So the lone wolf, I can do it on my own, I don't need anyone else's help, super independent, ultra independent person, the person that's keeping to themselves, they're hiding in their shed, they're hiding in their activity, they're hiding in their environment, they're not peacefully being there. So again, an invitation for those of you who may be reacting and responding that way to sort of, slow things down, take a breath. What am I afraid of? What is the worst thing that can happen? What would love do? And recognizing that, one, inherently we are all deserved love. We deserve peace. We deserve happiness. Everyone does. And I know some of you have had really difficult lives and difficult lots, and I'm one of them. The last 3 years have been terrible. I would not wish my life on anybody right now. The last 3 years have been hugely difficult, and I'm getting by, slowly eking through with a positive attitude, help from friends and family, of course. And I have a faith. There's a faith in something bigger and better, a hope for the new day, the next day, and what else is possible. So I do know these tools work. They have gotten me through some very difficult times where most people would be kind of decimated. I could write 1 million books on a whole bunch of subjects. And again, it's not about the past, because for me, the past is over. I'm here. I am the sum of all those challenging circumstances. I am wiser and stronger and more loving and more kind because of it. So I thank all my teachers. I thank all the people that have been part of that journey in a negative way, because they made me a better person today. So it's having that understanding that there is a conscious sort of connection to all the tragedies, to all the challenges. They're teaching us about ourselves. They're healing. They're saying, hey, dude, there's a hole in your heart. There's an insecurity in your solar plexus. Like Missy over there, you're afraid of speaking out and being seen. You're hiding. And again, it's inviting all of us to make the shifts forward so that we can evolve. We can evolve as an individual and as a species. So for those of you who want to play with me today, we're going to be doing a light guided meditation, again, to help us connect to that full moon energy on Thursday. Again, it's non-denominational. The only thing you need to know is just do not operate anything, do not operate any motorized vehicles, get off the treadmill, stop driving the car, get off the bike. Anything motorized or that you need your full senses, not good. But certainly if you're at your desk, if you're having your lunch, if you're in your couch, and thank you for all the people watching here on Zoom with me. And on Facebook, it'd be easy peasy to participate. And non-denominational means there's no religion attached to it. Whatever you are, you are. You can, I have to use language to describe it, but certainly you can filter in your own devotion or philosophy. I try to keep it as neutral as possible. So basically we're just going to the earth, to the sky, and we're connecting at the heart center. And the heart center is the heart chakra. So it's the center of the chest. So while our physical heart is on the left-hand side, our heart chakra is in the center of the chest. And we really want to create that connection to the heart with balance of sky and earth, or heaven and earth, depending on how you see it. And then we're going to do a little bit of a tweak for the full moon. All right, so who's ready to play? Let's begin. All right, so all we do, again, lying down, sitting down, feet flat on the floor, eyes are closed, palms up on the lap or beside you. Nothing gets crossed, guys. So when you cross your body, cross your leg, cross your body, you're actually disconnecting energy flow. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments. And so what we want to do is have everything uncrossed, okay? So again, with me, eyes closed, deep breaths in and deep breaths out. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. And really imagine yourself connecting to your physical body. Focusing on your feet. And let's imagine, I always love the image of the great ancient tree. Imagine yourself as a great ancient tree with roots flowing out of your feet into the earth beneath you. Imagine those energy roots really branch out, though. It's like the avatar tree. She's connected to everything, the whole planet. So really important now more than ever to get connected and get grounded. Imagine that we reach the crystalline core of the planet. Imagine that the big ball of lava, molten lava you may have seen in movies about the Earth's core, is diamond fire. We're going to go to a diamond fire crystal line structure, because that's actually what it is, in the inside of the molten lava. So imagine white diamond fire crystal. And then we're going to breathe up that diamond white fire crystal energy up, up, up into your own physical body. And move it up through the, ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips. We're going to go back down and breathe. Grab some of that crystalline energy and breathe it back up to the lower back, lower stomach, middle back, middle stomach, upper chest, upper back. Again, reaching down with intention, imagination, breathing up that crystalline white core, up, up, up to your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, your neck, your throat, and the back of the neck. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Over the face, back of the head, ears, third eye, center of the head, top of the head, your whole body now, front, back, left, and right, is consumed with white crystalline fire. Feel your chest rise and fall. Feel your chest rise and fall as you soften. You release tension. I just felt a release in my jaw. Jaw represents ancestors and family. Now we reach up to the top, out of the top of the head, and imagine that somewhere out there in the universe, there is that full moon. We're going into outer space. Right now in North America, we're in daylight, so we see the sun, and by virtue of its connection to the cosmos, we're also setting intentions for connecting to that full moon that is opposite to the sun right now. Allow the silver white fire of the moon and the golden fire of the sun, so mixed colors of silver and gold fire, to pour down over you like a shield, like a beautiful lacquer, like we're giving a piece of furniture or a spray paint of white lacquer, shiny, perfect mirrored gold, mirrored silver. And that goes all the way down to the center of the earth, and all the way up to the center of the sky. Left hand palm facing down, put it on the center of your chest. Connect to your heart chakra. And imagine right now, we're gonna draw a figure 8 on its side, which is the infinity symbol. Imagine we're drawing the figure 8 infinity symbol around the heart. You can do that with energy, a palm flat, a palm open. You can do it with simply your imagination and see it there. One side of the left side of the roundabout is gold fire, and the right side is the silver white fire. Again, you're just imagining that energy connecting at the heart, looping, and now we're creating a larger one. So that was horizontal. Now we're going vertical, up and down. So again, the top is the sun, moon, the bottom is the earth, the heart is in the center. And now imagine a very long, almost like a propeller on a plane. Up is gold, down is silver. Imagine now we've got that propeller moving up and down. We're breathing. And just having the image of the horizontal infinity sign over the chest and the large elongated figure 8 stretched out 8 like a propeller over our bodies. And we're using our breath and our imagination. And you're going to say the words. This is a meditative. We're going to say it out loud if you can, wherever you are. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Feel that again. That elongated figure 8. The gold and the silver fire all around you, and then through you. Next statement. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Third statement, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Last statement, I allow, I allow, I allow. And when I know I'm in the zone, my body will start to rock. I actually rock back and forth. My hands go naturally up. They raise up in sort of receiving mode from the universe, in open position. That's just my little cue, is to know that I'm in the zone. I'm in that flow. The figure 8 this way, the figure 8 horizontal and vertical. And notice what's happening in your body, wherever you are. And now know that you recognize that you are a magnet. You are attracting. You are now a point of attraction in your energy field. You have sort of used your breath work to move negative energy out, good energy in. You've sort of expanded the flow around you. And now you are ready to receive. So using your third eye imagination, which is the center of the third eye is the center of the forehead, the third eye, the inner eye. We're going to imagine now attracting from the infinite cosmos, from all levels of the physical world, the human world, the etheric world, the cosmos, outer space, whatever it is to you in your mind's eye. See yourself bringing into your world, breathing into your energy field, all the things you desire and require. Perfect work, peace and harmony at home, health, happiness, friendships, romance, support, financial stability, physical safety, whatever it is you need, just feel it, imagine it in your essence, in your body, in your being, in your field, in your environment. Call it in. Keep your breath up and down, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Repeat, I am ready to receive all the good life wants for me. I am ready to receive all the good life wants for me. Now, now, now. Deliver it to me now. With blazing speed, with blazing speed, with blazing speed. Repeat, I accept, I accept, I accept, I receive, I receive, I receive. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, going into prayer pose, hands over the chest. It is a symbolic hand mudra in yoga. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And we end with two questions, the ones I love to say: what else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? How can it get any better than this? How can it get any better than this? How can it get any better than this? Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. You can disconnect, you can wiggle and wobble, you can move around. Notice what is different in your body. Notice how you're feeling different. My energy field is more expansive, it's more soft, it's more gay, it's more like, I'm usually even in negative situations, usually positive, but I'm feeling more like, yeah, like, you know, I've moved my quantum field from scarcity, from fear, from worry, into acceptance, into gratitude, into a neutrality, and again, asking the pivot questions, what else is possible, so that I can move into the higher emotional realms of, again, gratitude, peace, love, solutions. Again, divine solutions, perfect solutions, win-win situations. That's how the universe likes to play, even though many of us have experienced the opposite. The opposite is largely due to, circumstances. We all have a karma. We all have lessons to learn. We all have to be sort of in an environment of external. The other people's decisions affect us. But again, once we bring it in, we accept it's happened. We cannot answer the question why. Why is an unanswerable question. The question is what and how. How can it get any better than this? And what else is possible from here? So I leave that with you on the full moon energy of Thursday. Many of you are feeling it. Again, sleepless nights, up early wee hours. Pay attention to how you're going and flowing. We're now going to move into the one-on-one question answer. We're going to grab my caller, Marie. Hi, Marie. How are you? Welcome to the show. Hey, Marie. Are you there? So let me just see if Marie's, so Marie, can you see if your audio, I know you said your video can't come on, but can you see if your audio can come on? You're not on camera, you'll be able to come on air with video and audio. Audio is a minimum to make things flow easier for the show. All right, so this is I want you to bring people on nature walks there. So socially distancing outdoor, especially now that we have the fall weather, positive energy in the outdoors. Whether you want to do yoga there or not, you could just be like gather the groups. So watching the clouds, lie back, rest, relax. While you're asking me a doing question, the way I interpreted this is get out in nature, like Zen out in nature.
Yeah.
Again, I know you do your show in nature. That's where you film your stuff. But I'm asking you to invite your students for those excursions. Really take advantage. I absolutely love Peachtree Island. Yes. Did my big dance thing there with Trevor Walker. I had so much fun. I cannot, like, I was like, I'm not getting to Hawaii this year, so this is the closest I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna make it. Absolutely. So do your work out there. Again, I'm happy to help you with a sacred fire if you ever wanted to do one. Cool. With the barbecue pits or something. Bring people to nature walks there. Again, talk about the Savannah, how do you say that? Savannah, what? No. You know when you do the meditative part of the yoga after? What's the last part of the yoga?
Shavasana?
Shavasana, sorry, I knew I was saying that wrong. Do like a Savasana kind of vibe out in nature, right? So Peachtree Island, the Hermetics Park, whatever the heck that one's called, all the area where you're in, you know, Jackie's in Cumberland, so I'm referencing the eastern stuff where your community would probably be. Again, the show is your service and your duty to the community, but bringing people out, getting them a safe place to, while there is this big bad, you know, happening, you have to maintain balance. I mean, that's the whole part of yoga, right? That's the whole regarding, you know, what Maya, the demon, is affecting you, you're going to be in balance. That's the Vedas. So, you know, practicing yoga therapy is going to be your cachet into a pivot.
Okay.
All right. So hope that helps. The last card I'm going to pick for you. Oh yeah, standing still. But to me, again, it means, to me, I see a yoga pose. I see this as a, you know, the tree pose. I see this as, you know, bringing people out, out in nature. Again, I cannot stress, we need to be outside. When we're always too much inside, right? We're not getting the health benefits of nature. Yeah, think of the areas you can navigate, different parks, different walks, even Mer Bleu, which is nearby. You know, the spine trail, do you know that that's actually the spine of a dragon? No. Yeah, so spine trail of Mer Bleu is a very sacred space. A lot of my students know about it, and we go hang out there. So Mer Bleu walks, so anywhere around there that you can find to sort of get people moving. And again, we're Canadian. We can bundle up, and I love winter. I love being out in full gear. You know, I would go to Nordique, but Nordique, because it's so populated, not always the best thing, you know, sometimes. But I love being outside. I love being out with an outdoor fire, or having my toucan and freezing, and then having hot chocolate or hot tea. You could do cedar tea in the winters. What I do is I actually go cultivate some cedar that is not fertilized, boil it. It's so good for the body, very shamanic, very First Nations juju, easy, like water and cedar. You just boil it. You don't drink obviously the branches. It becomes a little pink and red. It's really pretty, so fulfilling. You can also rent out some cabins from the Gatineaus, the NCC, you know, cabins that you can get for a private event to keep things more controlled. So it's things like this, where we still are allowed out in nature and parks and places, move the yoga concepts of living and being in the world without needing to have a yoga mat necessarily, right, nearby. Like, how can we use this tree, or how can we use our bodies, and like, how can we just stretch where we are, you know, going to sunset walks, sunrise walks, all that kind of stuff. Just bring it outside. That's just the main message I get for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And invite me.
Okay.
Okay, love to you. And good luck on your show. Again, the show's name, your show's name?
Bouger pour bien vivre.
Right, on Rogers 23. Awesome.
Thanks.
See your sister friend. Awesome. That's great to see Jack. I've known Jackie for about 20 years. We're going to grab Miss Paula to see if she is available. Sorry, guys. Hey, Paula, welcome to the show.
Let's see if my video works. Oh, I'm
you're
in
all
red.
I love it. You're in the
Ooh,
pink
cool.
room.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's what happens when you have red blinds. How are you, Jennifer? Great show today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Much love to you. So how can I help you, Miss Paula? Paula, are you on? We're working your screenplay, man. The creative juices are flowing your way. I was writing, my son and I are writing a book. Funny enough, we were watching Disney Plus, and there's a show that's our book. And Liam's like, Mom, they stole my idea. And I said, yeah, babe, you know, it happens when you're on the same wavelength. Someone's ahead of you sometimes, but that's okay. We can change a few things. And when he said that to me, I thought of you. And it was a really weird little moment last week that I thought Miss Paula has got to get on her screenplay, because again, someone's going to like grab that idea. Do you know what I'm saying? Not that you can always write different ideas in Hollywood. It's like similar themes in different ways. Having said that, though, I thought of you very specifically about your writing. So are you writing?
Well, I have done some writing. I find that when I'm out walking my dogs, I go over the plot line in my head and twist new ideas. You know what? The reason I was messaging you today was I leave to go out of town for a few days, and for more than a few. Pardon me?
Are you seeing your pops?
No, unfortunately, he's in Vancouver, but I will be staying at his cottage, and we'll be there for 10 days. My son's going to be dog. Yeah, so my son's going to, well, the only thing I'm going to do is help out a little by lining the kitchen cupboards, but there's not many.
Right.
But anyway, what I wanted to ask you was, I have a tendency to lose focus on myself and what I need to do. And I'm asking for help as to maybe, I don't know if you draw a card, but what is it I need to do to keep focused?
So what is it that your goal is to focus on? What though? Like, you mean you lose yourself in helping other people and you don't take time for self-care? Or what's your focus? Like, what do you?
I allow myself to be distracted by scrolling through Twitter, watching TV,
that kind of
stuff. And taking care of others, yes. But I keep, anyway.
So let's get the card reading on all that. So stepping into your power is, again, the card first of all. So being capable to see the light, letting yourself through sort of a vista or a challenging situation. You are strong beyond measure. But you see how this person is turning away from the other people. So it's like you need to lean in, and he's leaning into the wind, right? He's leaning into the wind. In your case, it's leaning into what will bring you joy, leaning into like either having a timer, like saying, okay, I'm only on social media for half an hour, bang, the timer goes off. Now I've got to go for my walk, you know, having a discipline, having more of a structure. You know, I can do that with Netflix very easily, where I'm like, oh my God, I just wasted 5 hours on, you know, whatever it was, Murder, She Wrote, or whatever, you know, whatever show I love, and going, okay, that's not very good. So, you know, if I had a timer, if I had a shoulder tap, you know, something on your phone, something, you know, around you, it's really power of attraction. So the power card comes up twice now. So you are in a powerful timeline.
Good.
The power of attraction is more about, again, if I tracked you, it means there's something in the ether, right? That I can feel, that I see that you're able to attract in, again, those like-minded collaborators for the screenplay, whether it's just the characters. It just may be that you're downloading characters, that, you know, the plots are coming in. So just take some more, it's dedication. It's more focus and dedication. Funny enough, is the focus card comes up for you. So again, your whole concern is focus. What I would reverse engineer it and say, what are you afraid of? So if you're procrastinating, distracting yourself, which are all those TV, all that kind of stuff, eating, shopping, you know, cleaning, those are all distractions. What am I afraid of? And it really kind of zone in on that. You have the training, you know what I'm talking about. Just ask, what am I afraid of? And start healing that. Working on loving yourself in the spotlight, loving yourself being successful, loving yourself being seen, being criticized. You know, when you put a piece of art out in the world, someone's going to poo-poo it. That's just how art is, right? Not everyone's going to like it. Not everyone's going to buy it or publish it or, you know, get the rights to it and all that kind of stuff. And it still could be a great piece of work. So, you know, you just have to let the creative output come through regardless of judgment. So right now we're not focusing on the end result of you know, people watching the movie. It's like, let's get it on the page. J.K. Rowling's had a box full of scrap paper and all her characters were in a shoebox. And she would just pull out the scraps, and then at her, you know, she was a single mom, really poor, 1 cup of coffee at a coffee shop for a whole day with her baby in the stroller. She would put the scraps of paper together and start writing the stories. And now she's a billionaire. Now, it took her 10 years, but again, she started with the scraps, right? So start with something. Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. No, my husband started talking to me. I had to put him on mute.
He always does, though. He loves me. You know that. You know that I always hear
he does. Yes.
Yes. Okay, much love to you. Be well and enjoy your trip.
Okay, be well. Love you. Thank you, Jennifer. Bye-bye.
And now we're going to grab Bernadette if we can. Last call would be Bernadette before we have to go to the group readings. Sorry, Bernadette, where are you, my love? I know you're here somewhere. Oh, I thought this was an alpha. Okay, I can't find Bernadette. So I'll go to Michael B. Michael B, welcome to the show. Hi, Michael B, are you there?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Michael B, my friend.
Oh, I'm
here. My Maui
here.
friend. How are you, brother?
Not too bad.
Michael and he came on my Hawaii trip 2 years ago. We had fun in Maui. What can I do for you, my friend?
I'm just saying hello, sitting in the Zen.
Okay, good. You're loving me. I love it. I know. Yep. I love you too. So card reading for Michael B. Expand your horizons. There's a trip coming up, I think, or you're maybe going to plan it. It feels like across the ocean. So
okay, cool.
Now, across the ocean may not be like, it could be Canada. It may not necessarily be like border, but maybe from coast to coast. So are you planning any kind of trip?
New Zealand. Visit my Maori friends, you know.
Oh, so are you serious?
Get some tats, you know. Huh?
No, but are you serious about that? Are you planning it? Because that's the card says.
Future. I didn't have a time frame yet.
Yeah, okay. So this might be more local travel then. And let's see, the card, shock of the new. Again, it means that you may have an opportunity coming to you. I would say end of October at work. There's something at work, an opportunity. Are you retired yet, or are you still working?
Yes to both.
Oh, so you're retired and working. Well, there's some opportunity that's coming around work and public speaking because it's the speech card. The shock of the new. So leadership potential, recruitment, leadership, managerial, I'm not sure, executive level stuff.
Cool.
All right. So keep me posted.
Will do.
Love to you. Love
Same to you.
Marilyn. Bye.
Yep.
All right. So love seeing people. I know I haven't seen Mike in a while. We're just going to get him off. And now, guys, we're going to jump right into I have to go quickly because I'm getting the countdown in my head. Sorry, disabled talking. Here I come. I'll come back. All right. So we're going to pick number 1. You're going to pick number 2. You're going to pick number 3. And I got to go fast because I think I can only do 1 card for each of that. I'm going to pick the Sacred Destiny deck for the ones. The ones. What do the ones need to know in this next cycle? Delight card. Something's happening to you guys in the springtime. This is a springtime card. Some very powerful blessing card, an opportunity card. Again, when the green grass, the flowers, spring, summer of 2021. So if the situation right now is not going well for you, hold the line, hold your faith, because something more positive is happening coming up in 2021. Thankfully for all of us, knock on wood, for all of us. Number 2s, again, guys, we're just moving quickly only because we did the meditation. Happiness card. So there is a divine union. So if the 2s are single, This is a romance card. If you're looking for friendship, tribe, community, you're going the right way. You're having fun. Follow the fun. Again, get near water. Focus and meditate on water. Dolphin energy represents joy. Tribe, pods, community. Certainly I would research the meaning of dolphin, a dolphin medicine for the twos. Last but not least, guys, the threes. Who is thinking about the 3 card? What does the 3 card need to know? Fulfillment card. So the peach, love it. The Georgia peaches, juiciness. Again, this is a full moon card. There's the full moon right there. It's on Thursday. Something is about to become fulfilled. Something is about to ripen. It's the fulfillment card. When you eat a gorgeous peach, you know, and it sort of drips all over you. It's delicious. It's sensual. It could be a romance card for the 3s who are single. It could be an opportunity. You know, if you're looking for new work, the fruit, the harvest is coming. The full moon was actually on Thursday. So very, very, very soon for the 3s. So look for an answered prayer, look for fulfillment, look for juiciness, sensuality this week and next. Pay attention, listen to your intuition. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everyone on today's show on the Zoom, but thank you for joining me on Zoom. And for everyone who's watching me on Facebook Live, remember that that full moon is on tap on Thursday. That may be affecting energy sensitives. The replay will be here on Facebook Live and on Rogers via YouTube. If you wanted to redo the meditation, any kind of meditation is good according to your tradition and your belief system. Just sort of see yourself in a grounded, balanced state of being, physical being, mental, emotional connection, spiritual awareness, guys, really reaching up for the stars. Last card for the general reading for the rest of us. This is a general card reading now. Trust, love it. Trust, it's a beach on Maui. I've been to that beach. In fact, actually that's Bali. I've been to that one too. So it's a trust card for the rest of us, guys. So trust that everything is according to a higher plan. Again, pivot your question, what else is possible and how can it get any better than this? My name is Jennifer Clark. You can find me at Soulful Solutions on Facebook, jenniferclark.ca. I always love helping people evolve and grow, experience, and explore. So hit me up if you need help. We're here every Tuesday though, from Tuesdays from 1 to 2 on Rogers Television. Again, when it's dark outside, what do? We keep the light on. Peace and love, everyone. Thanks for watching.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Play 4 games of bingo from the comfort of your own home each Monday at 7 p.m. for your chance to win money from our $2,000 regular bingo or $5,000 super bingo night. Kiwanis TV Bingo, Mondays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Where did she come from? She's dressed black and white. She told me everything is gonna be alright.
Ottawa's local shops, restaurants, and services are woven into the fabric of our city. We can all help them during these challenging times. Order from them online, purchase gift certificates to use later, order meals for takeout or delivery, send them messages of support on social media.